All right, so Maria, welcome.
Thank you.
I got a couple of questions here for you. Question number one is the following. How long have you been in the real estate industry?
In the real estate industry since 2005, full-time 2007 to present.
Okay, great. So a couple of years, enough to be experienced and know what you're doing.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
The next question, number two, and this is an important one because for a lot of real estate agents out there, they get into the business with this dream or this vision, whatever the case may be. What was your original deciding factor for getting not only into real estate, but building a career in the real estate industry?
My deciding factor I worked in, retail customer service for over 15 years since I was, 16 years old. Worked in nights, holidays, weekends, and just, lived a paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. I mean, had a good life. However, I wanted more. I wanted more time with my kids. I wanted more freedom, the ability to make my schedule. And, a family member was in the industry, and I saw the possibilities. Okay. So that's really was the deciding factor for me.
Okay, fantastic. So let's fast forward to a couple of months ago.
Okay.
When you got the call from me. And I said, Maria, I'm starting this new company.
Right.
You know my coaching background. I think I could really help you. At that point in time, had the original reason for you joining real estate become a reality? How was your business? Were you struggling? Were you doing okay? Were you fulfilled? Tell me about that.
What's funny is it just kind of all fell together, to be honest with you. I was in a place where I was going to make a change, and I was exactly looking for fulfillment.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
I had years of, not hitting my goals financially, business-wise, and personally.
Right.
And so that is when I made the decision, to go ahead and start shopping for a new home. For something else. And you happened to call me.
Okay, beautiful. All right. So if there was one reason that led you to join Intero here in Rancho Cucamonga, what would that be?
The main reason for me would be the coaching.
Okay, the coaching.
The coaching, the guidance. I know about your background, and I knew that there was just going to be a massive amount of value.
Okay, awesome.
Just value, and really lead me to the path where I know that I belong.
Okay, fantastic, great. And here comes the magic question. Because I know a lot of times we make decisions that we think will hopefully end up, bettering our situation, whether it be helping us get more motivation, helping us serve our clients better, helping us become better professionals, and then sometimes it doesn't become a reality. The next question is, how has joining Intero impacted your life and your business?
Wow, that's $1 million question, actually.
I got a little emotional as I asked the question because I know, but go ahead.
I don't have much time, obviously, to go into detail. However, I feel like I'm living a dream.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
Okay.
I really, really do. Not only has my business tripled,
so
income-wise.
So
literally tripled. I literally went from closing one sale every 2 months to closing 3 to 4 every month.
Okay.
And the money is just coming, and I no longer work out of desperation.
Okay.
It's a different mindset. Okay. I take care of myself better. I understand how it's so important to feed your mind with nothing but self-improvement.
Absolutely.
Physical, the Intero and shape that we have here on the CrossFit, has dramatically changed my energy. And so aside from all those 3 different aspects, just the time with my family.
That's what I was going to ask, because what does it matter if you're selling a lot of houses and you have no time with your children? How has that changed?
Wow. I'm a single mother. I have 2 girls. I have a teenager and a 7-year-old daughter, and I've always longed to just be there with them for as much as I can. Of course, we want to be home with our kids all the time, but we have to work, we have to provide, we have to do what we have to do. And it's so amazing how before I would take work with me and live in the real estate mode 24/7.
Right.
Versus now, I come to work, I do what I got to do, done. I go home, I cut it off, and I'm focused. I am present with my children.
Awesome.
I mean, I can just plan trips, I can provide, and it's such a good feeling knowing that I'm doing it all by myself.
And when you say plan trips, you're going with us to New York.
Yes.
We're going to go see Tony Robbins. You're going to go walk on fire.
Yes.
Your daughter, a critical point in her life, 17
Yes.
years old, I
Yes.
think, right, is also going to be joining us. How does it feel to be able to provide those experiences and do it with peace of mind, knowing that this is what life is to travel, to get to know the world, to grow, and then to be able to share that with your children? How does that feel?
Honestly, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, and again, I feel I have to pinch myself all the time. I just can't believe that I'm here. I have so much joy in my heart.
All right.
So much joy. That's really the only word that I could describe, is just the joy, the peace of mind, you know, and knowing that I am handing that to her.
Absolutely.
And just recently, you think that, you know, everyone around me sees the change and the transformation literally from 8 months ago to now,
Right.
but my daughters also see it.
And that's, yeah.
And she literally wrote me a note the other day and said, "Mom, I'm so proud of you for working hard and going after what you want." And she sees the difference in me.
Wow.
Since I've been here at Intero. And
You can't put a price on
I
it.
can't. I have no words for it. It's just a blessing.
So here's the next question. You know, we talk about this all the time, how we feel like we are the best company at not only building people, but helping them get what they want out of the real estate industry, and life in general. And part of the reason why we're creating this video is because we feel like we have this little secret and we want the world to know about it. The last question is, would you recommend Intero to other real estate agents, and if so, why?
Absolutely. You know, one question that I would just have everyone ask themselves is, why are you in real estate? Why do you do this for a living? Before I feel like I was doing it because it was just what I had to do, and I didn't really enjoy it.
Okay.
But the fulfillment that I get now, my purpose is different.
Wow. Okay.
There's a bigger picture, there's a bigger purpose. And real estate is a vehicle that's going to help me to achieve my goals, not just business aspect.
No.
Giving back.
Absolutely.
Giving back to those in need, and showing my daughters a different lifestyle through hard work. And so my purpose has changed.
Yes, it has.
My vision has changed. My goals have changed. If you're tired, if you're just, I gotta go sell a house today, then get out. If you need a change, if you want difference, if you want more out of life, you have to come take a visit over here and you can see what we're talking about.